some groundwork. She's given to the bit. She's backing up a little. I've already done my first ride on her actually, but now that she has a foundation, she won't be so confused. I'm going to start driving her. What I like to do is get something that'll hold your reins up higher. Some people run them through the bottom of the stirrups. That's more of a quarter horse style. I like for my reins to be up higher like a driving horse. I found these child stirrups that from when our kids were little. They seem to work pretty good for me. So I'll run one through there, hook onto the bridle. Now, you gotta know your horses. Know whether or not it's a likely horse to kick you or not. This horse is not reactive and she's not scared. So I read her body angles or her body language, and I can just pretty much tell you she ain't gonna kick me. I feel safe doing this, but you should still get them used to you and everything. Okay, walk up. Walk, 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 walk. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box. She's not done this before. So keep giving them cues. I like giving them cues in threes and then letting them think about the cue. Walk up. There, I'm trying to turn right. So I put the pressure on the right side of her mouth and I encourage her with the left side rein a little bit. Walk up. Walk up. Here, I'm going to try to turn back to the left. I got to get some space. Then I'll show her this whip over here. Good. Put left pressure on her. Walk up. Walk up, baby. Put the pressure on the left side of her mouth. And use the whip and visual pressure on her right side. There she's trying to get close to Emery. She's friendly. Let's turn back to the gate. There, I'm turning on the left side of the mouth, hitting on the right side of the body. Whoa. Whoa. Let's try to back up. Back. Back. Good. There's only 1 foot move. Just the lighter the pressure and weight on them. I'm not going to try to pull this 1,200-pound horse backwards. I'm going to try to close the front door. Ooh, back up. Back up. Back up. And weight on her. I got 3 pounds of pressure. Back up. Good. Now 1 foot move. Release the pressure. Good. Good girl. Back up. Back up. Back. Good. That's all you need for a backup. They don't have to run backwards at first. Let's see if she'll do it outside of the run. Walk. 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 Good girl. Walk up. Anything you do one direction, you want to do the other direction. Keep balance. So now we'll go left. Walk up. Good girl. Good girl. Walk up. Walk up. A whoa and a backup are the same thing, so I always like to end a whoa one step backwards when you're training. 2-year-olds, short attention spans, make short lessons. Do that every 10 minutes, it'd be better than doing it one solid time for 20 minutes. Before I get on her for today, this is to be the 3rd day of riding. We did the video with the first ride, and last night I got on her and did the same thing as I did in the first ride a couple times. Before I get on, I'm going to start with my back up. Back up. Good girl. Come forward. Good girl. Back up. On the backups too, you don't want to be pushing them backwards with your mouth. You want that nose to come down. Like that. Good. Like that. Good. If they're fighting you and their head's coming up, that's not a good stop. That's not a good backup. Not what we're looking for. And how you get that is just patience. You don't push them backwards, you wait on them to go backwards. So right there, you think she's flexing, but I can feel it there. I can feel her leaning on the bit with that mouth, leaning on the bit. I wanted to wait till I got a softness, till I got, a release, a place for me to release my pressure when she releases her pressure of leaning on the bit. Every horse is right-handed or left-handed, and it changes from time to time. Right now, she works a lot better on her left side than her right side. And then, big thing is, whoa, baby, whoa. All right. Don't be scared. Get on like you mean it, like you get on your old trail horse. They'll sense that comfort level. I didn't want her to move there. I was talking and stuff. If you're training, there's no reason to get on and have your horse move. First time you get on, just sit there and wait. Like right now, her head's still a little high. She's not 100% relaxed. I'm going to sit here and pet her and relax on her until she puts her head down. As soon as she puts her head down and relaxes herself, I'm going to get off. I'll show her that the cue for the release, when you're in her back, on her back, riding, cue for the release is relaxation. She relaxes, I get off. You move around, move your legs around, pet on them. Yeah, I think she's kind of quit kind of regarding me, and she's looking at dogs now and looking at other stuff. Oh. And it's not just to get off, enough to get off and then get right back on. You got to get off, walk 10 feet away, let the horse's feet move. That's called a reset. Then you can get back on. Now this time, I'll try to get my flexes right and left. Right at the end. She's a baby. She just learned. Oh, that was good. Yeah. Let's flex back to the right. Do that one better. Now she's done good enough, and we've got it in her mind that mounting getting on the horse does not mean go. That's why a lot of people's horses won't stand still to be mounted. They've taught them that. So now that she's been good, she's done some stuff, we've gone back with her, I'll ask her to walk. Walk. Walk, babe. Walk. Walk. Good girl. Walk up. Good girl. Walk. Good girl. Walk up. She's happy about it. Looking and chewing and relaxed. You can just tell she's relaxed. And you, for 2 or 3 days of riding, that's really good steering. I'm real happy with that. Now I'll probably put the driving reins on her and take her for a drive before I ride her out in the open more. Kind of keep her brain occupied with different things. After a break.
After the break, I got ready to drive her, and I decided to go ahead and put some tarps and distractions over her. I like to do this with all my young horses, but sometimes I wouldn't push a horse this quick when she's just learning to steer and drive. You have to know your horse, and everyone's an individual. April's very gentle and takes to new things very quickly, and she's not a reactive horse. So I tie plastic bags and jugs, things that'll rattle, things that'll drag, and then we go on to a driving lesson.
Important whenever you're going to use driving reins, get something on your saddle horn or something to hold your reins up so that you're not getting caught underneath your stirrup legs and up underneath your britchin and underneath your skirts of your saddle. It keeps giving you more dexterity. Oh. All these things hanging and bouncing off of their legs. Just basically desensitizing to anything that could go wrong during riding. You know, it's just really deadens her to the feel of a rider up there and just gets her over that with anxiety.
Tiny now.
Get her out here in the wind where she can feel the wind blowing these tarps around, the jug bouncing off of her leg. She's got a very light feel on her mouth already, very light touch she gives very easily. That's a general rule.
Normally, a lesson on driving would go quite a bit longer than this, but April was behaving so well and doing everything the first time I asked her She was steering and had a very light touch on the bit. She was very controllable in the figure eights around the cones. And whenever a 2-year-old is being that good for you, that is the time to quit. You always quit on a good note, and sometimes you give them really easy lessons, and they learn that as soon as they're good, the lesson's going to get to be over. They're going to get that release. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Likes and subscriptions really help our channel grow, and we appreciate everyone.